What up, pretty people? So I recently saw a video of this, I don't know, seeming of a descendant of a tribe of Africa, and how, she was complaining about how when she tries to claim indigeneity, that other people of North American tribes say that she's not indigenous. And she was kind of asking, like, what makes you indigenous? And I kind of had to stop and think about it, and I usually just stitch or duet or something like that, and just communicate through that. But on these types of topics, I feel like I could come off as like a pretentious bitch or something. And that's like the opposite of what I want to represent and want to be seen as and everything. And that's how I feel real indigeneity is how you carry yourself throughout every motion, every move, even when people aren't looking. You know, uh, being indigenous is not eating fry bread and going to powwows. You know, it's about claiming peoples that claim you, a certain type of ways that people have fought for centuries now. You know, and all you have to do is look at your daily life. It's a way of life. If you still practice these traditions that um, oppositions stripped from your people, then you're indigenous. If you're not claimed by nobody, if you don't practice no traditions that are familial lineage type stuff, I don't know that you can claim indigeneity. And part of me just wants to do away with that word anyway. Now everybody wants to be indigenous all of a sudden. All of a sudden, fam. You know, what if we just all went by our nations? You know, what if we all referred to these things that we practice, these daily things, as their indigenous names? Stop calling things cornbread and what have you. The real names that the real people that made these things and cultivated these lands, all the plants and everything, start referring to them as those names. You know, really be able to be held accountable by our peoples and represent our peoples in that way. And that way we will be seen as individual nations and not, what you call it, uh, fuck. When they lump us all in together, homogenized. You know, we are very different, even though uh, we all try to represent the same things. We are made up of these biodiversities of our different regions. So that's what we're representing, even though we want to come together and eventually really take back these lands and recultivate Earth and reforest Earth. If you're not fighting for those rights of sovereignty, then you're not indigenous, bro. You can't claim that. You know, the thing is, you are your ancestors. You're just the physical embodiment of that, right? So you can always start reaching out that way to your inner self in that way. And as soon as you start refining these practices and being tapped in like that, then you become indigenous. It's kind of a choice, really, because anybody can be a colonizer. It's a damn mindset. But I don't know. I'm always yapping as always. So if anybody has anything to